Hi guys, I'm Chaos Vision and I'm back. Today you will see a video about 6 plus the best mod packs ever. So let's start. The first one is compact claustrophobia. You start in a 3x3 space bordered by unbreakable blocks and you wanna progress through the quest book with planting plants that grows you string, planks, and more of that. Then you sieve and you create dirt and stone by punching the border. And it has a pretty well designed quest book. On the fifth place is Sky Odyssey. I'm playing the template the middle, on which you spawn on a stone transmutation table and you learn everything from the Tome of Knowledge. And you start with 1 EMC and you have to produce more. The first thing you need to find is dirt, because you can use it because it's only 1 EMC and craft it into the infinite tome, and then you can select another tome and cash it out for more EMC, and you repeat this until you think you can start with EMC production. So I'm crafting massives of Tome of Knowledge and turning them into draconic evolution guides, because they produce the most EMC out of all that I have on the list. They all produce EMC, but Draconic Guide produces the most. You can shift click it in and I will produce EMC. I will see you back when I'm done. So in the top left corner you can see how much EMC you produce out of one stack of Draconic Guides. Then I pulled out all the Draconic pieces of armor, because when you wear it you enable flight. And then I tried to unlock the most quests so I can get more money to buy things in the shop. This mod pack is for the players that like to play freely, but endgame is really expensive, so you will have to make a lot of EMC generators and RF generators. So one of the tabs is this tab is the end tab, which requires ginormous amounts of EMC. That's all for this mod pack, so let's move to the next one. So number 4 is one of my favorites. It's Forever Stranded. You start in a plane and at the back there's a supply chest, because you broke down in a desert planet, and the plane is really realistic. And here's the bronze chest and a lava, which is actually water because it won't hurt you. It's a half stack of bone meal, 3 water bottles, so you can keep hydrated for a little time until you get your own, and a sapling, because in this mod pack it's really realistic playing. Here, this is the back of it. One of the motors broke and it's far away, you can see it. There's a last part of the plane that broke down, the wing. Here it's made out of terrain and laboratory block. So this is the third motor, which is covered in sand. This is made out with the chisel mod, I think, and you don't really want to waste time like me, but I'm showing you around. You really just wanna fast start producing wood, because you don't wanna produce wood outside when the monsters are there, but in the airplane there is not enough space. This is the only water source you get, and you want to survive the first night because it's the most difficult. The plane has a button to enter and invisible pressure plates to exit. So I'm in it now, and this is all I can say about it. The phone is actually a quest book, which is by the first look it's really easy, but it actually isn't. So the third place takes the volcano block, which the description is: you're dropped into the heart of the volcano with nothing but a knife. How will you make your escape? So you start this modpack with cutting yourself with a knife, so you can make bone meal out of your flesh. You can see it here. And then you bone meal the tiny piece of grass you have and hope for the sticks and the normie seeds, which you can plant, and they drop all kinds of different plants when you break them at full growth. And here I'm breaking grass to get a couple of sticks so I can make a hoe. The crafting recipe for a hoe is tweaked. You can use only 3 sticks to make a hoe, so I need one more. And if I cut myself again, I will die because I'm at half a heart. You can see it here. But I'll get more of my flesh, which I can make into the bone meal, and I will continue. So this mod pack is mostly focused around agriculture and plants. You'll start with making a lot of different plants in a special crafting grid. So this was my first ever mod pack that I played, and it brings a lot of nostalgia to me. I really like it, and I hope you will enjoy it too. And it has a good quest book divided in 6 chapters, and the last is the end game, which requires automatic farming of 5 or 6 different items, and when you complete all of them you get a volcano block trophy for your island and you win. You actually can't escape, but I still really like it, because one of the most unique things I find in here is you throw potatoes on lava to burn them into cooked potatoes. So my second favorite mod pack is Ultimate Alchemy. It's a genre of magic and automation, and its storyline it's compiled out of the Harry Potter people like Snape and Dumbledore, and you are Harry but lazy. And you start with no hunger, so you won't starve to death, and you can fly. You start with infinite storage of wooden logs, oak logs exactly, and infinite storage of stone, cobblestone, and there is no end in this mod pack, because no end dimension in this mod pack, because you have to automate clay. It seems pretty easy, right? But it's not so, because the recipe for clay, it's heavily expensive. It requires a bit of draconic evolution to get chaotic cores to infuse and create it out of nether stars, wither skeleton skulls, and a couple, it seems really easy items, but they're not. You can craft infinite storages of wood, cobblestone, and stone, with surrounding the material with chests, and in the center there's cobblestone, wood, or stone. The first thing I suggest you to automate is production of iron. You can production of iron compilers of compressed stone and smelting it in the furnace to create, I think, 2 to 4 iron per smelt. You start with auto crafting the cobblestone into compact cobblestone and putting it into the furnace with item translocators, and then you furnace them down, so smelt them down with infinite storage of wood, which is piping in through a translocator, and then from the bottom you take iron out into a drawer or any type of storage. So the best mod pack in my opinion is Stone Block 2. You start out in an empty circle surrounded by nothing but stone, and you punch it to get pebbles. You can only obtain pebbles by punching it with an empty hand. With anything else you won't get it, and 4 pebbles makes 1 cobblestone, and you get 2 pebbles per stone, so you are actually losing half of the blocks you're breaking. You start with this, and then you craft a stone crafting table, and then you hammer down the stone to the dirt. Then you use a crook to obtain saplings from the dirt and make wood, and from there you start with a really fun and interesting way of creating resources. You can actually, for each quest you complete, you get a random reward, which can be really OP, like party pickaxe, which instantly breaks practically anything, or something really bad like upgrades for your machines that you don't really even have. I in this case got a demonically gargantuan drum, which stores practically infinite of a liquid. I think it's filled with lava, but it may be empty. So so you start up with 4 apples, a quest book, 5 stonium, which is ore used only to feed your pet rock, which is in the box in my first slot, and you create the most overpowered resources out of cows, fluid cows, and chickens. So the goal of the mod pack is to create infinity armor, which is really expensive, but you can actually EMC that, so you won't really have to do the automation for the parts. This infinity armor is from the mod Myfavourite, I think I pronounced it right. So if you wanna check it out, The mod pack is Stone Block 2. It's created by FTB, which is Feed the Beast. It's one of the most popular creations of Feed the Beast, and Feed the Beast is really popular for creating really complex mod packs. So that was all of my favorite mod packs. I hope you'll have fun playing some of them. Those were pretty good, but some honorable mentions for some really good mod packs which I could not film because they were too aggressive for my computer and I could not run OBS with them, are Sky Factory 4, on which you start on a floating dirt tree in a basic world, and you will progress through all the tiers of the tree, like cobalt, ardite, diamond, and iron. Iron is one of the most essential. You can enable prestige mode, which provides you with, when you complete a whole page of advancements, you'll get 1 prestige point, which you can cash out to unlock new recipes and items. The other one is hypothermia, in which you spawn in a blizzard in a pretty flat world with a lot of animals, snow golems, and there spawns Enderman 2, and you start with a quest book and you will make barrels to create dirt and plant saplings to get food and wood. You have ore excavation in this pack, which is a really good mod pack, and you have Tinker's Construct and a lot more, like Ex Nihilo, which provides you with sieving, which you start with sieving snow for pebbles to create cobblestone, and then you evolve to sieving gravel and even more. You have a farming age in this mod pack, and all over it's really a cool mod pack which isn't really known, so I hope you will enjoy that. I'm Chaos Vision, that's all, and I hope you'll have a good day. Bye.